What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Force here with some more Magic the Gathering Duels 2013 multiplayer action. Today I will be playing the blue-white deck Aura Servants. My opening hand is bad. Let us draw a new one. This is not a ton better. I'm gonna go down to 6. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna stick with this. Alright. Keep hand. Down to 6, huh? That might be the first time I've done that in a video. That might very well be the first time I've done that in one of these videos. Interesting. Alright, so my deck really revolves around core Spirit Dancer. Being able to protect it and do massive damage with it. I also have some mind control action. I also have the Invisible Stalker, an unblockable creature. I'm playing against the black-green deck. Starts off with a Blood Artist. Whenever a creature dies, target player loses a life and he gains 1 life. Now I'm a little concerned here because I think that pretty sure that he's got a bunch of creature destruction, so I'm gonna need to get a totem armor up and fast to protect my little buddy here. I guess the other thing too is I could just go with the Invisible Stalker, and since he is hexproof, might have to do that actually. I might have to focus my enchantments on the Stalker. Flip. Okay, thanks. That's nice. Just let me do my thing here, please. Thank you. All right, so I could start pumping him up and doing some damage with him. I think I might go with the Invisible Stalker, though. I think I may focus on pumping up the Invisible Stalker because he is hexproof, meaning that my opponent cannot target him. So I will play an Invisible Stalker. And this is the creature that I'm going to pump up. So these are the 2 primary creatures in my deck. The core Spirit Dancer, whenever I cast an Aura spell, I draw a card. She also gets +2/+2 for each Aura attached to her. The reason I don't think I'm going to focus on her is because I know he has creature removal. I'm almost positive of that. Alright, what is this here? You play additional land each turn. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may play with the top card of your library. Okay. Okay, I see. Alright, so I'm going to focus all of my enchantments here on my Invisible Stalker because he is unblockable and he is hexproof. Doo-da. And until I get a totem armor in which I can throw stuff on the core Spirit Dancer, basically. Alright, let me start off with this. I'm going to hope I draw into a land. Yes, beautiful. Play the land for the turn. And then we will play the guide. I'll draw another card. So I'm drawing a card because I can, thanks to the core Spirit Dancer, for every time I play an Aura. And now I can attack for 3. The creature is unblockable, so he cannot block it. And he can't target it either because it's hexproof. So that creature is going to be a big pain in his butt, basically. Unless he has some mass removal, he will not be able to touch that. And I am looking for some totem armor here so that I can begin protecting my core Spirit Dancer and pumping her up. It's obviously preferable to pump her up because for each Aura put on her, she gets +2/+2 on top of whatever the Aura gives her. But again, I don't want to risk it right now. Whereas he might be able to just, I don't know, throw something in play to get rid of it. Mind Rot. I have to discard 2 cards. Alright, this is tough, actually. I will get rid of the Flicker Wisp and the Invisible Stalker. I don't really want to get rid of the Mind Control. I'm really hoping to play it soon. There's my totem armor. So. Drew another core Spirit Dancer. There it is. I knew it was coming. Destroy target non-artifact creature. There it is. Alright. Well, that's that. I mean, that is that. I should have just put it on the 3/5, but oh well. Oh well, you live and you learn, right? What I was hoping was that I could have just put that on this turn, and then next turn I could have thrown the totem armor on him, protecting him from being destroyed. The way totem armors work is that if a creature would be destroyed, you just destroy the totem armor instead, so it kind of gives a free pass to that creature. He will attack for 2. I am really, really hoping that I can play Mind Control soon. I need another land. I really... Oh, freaking A. Just played another Mind Rot and I have to discard 2 cards. Alright, well, taking a risk here, but I'm going to get rid of the Core Spirit Dancer and the Umbra, and in hopes that I can Mind Control this guy. Okay, well, not exactly what I was hoping for, but take a look at this. I can only put this card on a card that already has auras attached to it, but look at this. 3/3, First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Yes, please. Right on this bad boy. This guy became super beastly due to that card. So now he doesn't tap when he attacks, he can't be blocked, and he's got Lifelink. And First Strike. So now I do 6 damage to him, I gain 6 life, and now I've got a 6/8 that I can block with next turn. He still can't touch it either. He cannot touch it. This card is going to kill him, this one card. Because of this one card, I survived this game. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but I mean, that's kind of how the game's built anyways, so. The deck's built, rather. Alright, he just played 6/6 trample. When it dies, put a 6/6. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. He is dead in 2 turns, and there's pretty much nothing he can do about it. Chance creature gets +1/+1, can't be blocked except by creatures with... Well, he can't be blocked anyways, but why not give him +1/+1, right? Why not? No reason not to. Attack. This game acts so buggy sometimes. Well, it's a good game 1 here. This blue-white aura deck. Can't believe I still haven't drawn into another land, but doesn't matter, because I'm at 28 life, he's at 2, and he is dead next turn. Unless he gets mass removal. I think the only thing that could save him here. Attacks for... Okay, so he's attacking for a 6/6. He's attacking with a 6/6 and an 8/8. You know, I might as well just take the 6. Yeah, I'm just going to take the 6 and block his 2/2. Because if I block that, another 6/6 just comes into play anyways. So whatever. I'd rather gain the 7 life from killing off his 2/2 and doing 7 damage to him, you know? See, overall that exchange is fine. Dies, put 2. Okay. Control static, doesn't matter. Why is he doing all that? It's a GG anyways. It is a GG anyways. Put this guy on here, +1/+1, totem, armor, flash, whatever. That's the game. GG, buddy. That was good. Just do something. Thank you. 8/10, unblockable. Can't be targeted. What a win card, huh? What a win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at game number 2 now. Let's take a look at our opening hand. Holy heck! Talk about having a lot of mana. Let's try a new one, shall we? That looks really pretty solid. 2 Core Spirit Dancers. My only concern is not any early enchantments to play, any early auras, but as long as we draw into some, we might be okay. Opens up with a, oh boy, Fume Spitter. Sacks it to put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. I don't think he can do that with this guy with hexproof. Pretty sure that means he can't do that either. Yeah, it should be that he can't be targeted by spells or abilities from the opponent, so yeah, great. Invisible Stalker is all set. Obviously Core Spirit Dancer at an 0/2 is all set as well, unless he plays another one of those and he sacks both and so he's an attack for 1, I will take it. Really, because I don't have a choice. And then we will go from there. Another Invisible Stalker, holy moly. And since I don't have any other early auras to play, I'm just not going to bother Core Spirit Dancers yet, and we're going to start throwing these Invisible Stalkers in play. Yes, sirree, Bob. I believe this is just the straight up black deck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this only one has the Fume Spitter, so you can't do it. What are you trying to do? Oh, skip blocking, right. Herp-a-derp-a-derp. Let me put my hands on the keyboard, huh? That'll work. Where were they before, Force? I don't know. He's making choices, though. He's got decisions to make. Each player sacks a creature. I hate you. Right, well, I can't do anything about that one. I have no choice but to take it. I'm gonna try for the Core Spirit Dancer. I can throw this next turn. And we'll see if I can hit him hard. I might be able to hit him really hard next turn. We'll see what happens. Unless he plays another. Okay, alright. Mana Screwed is good for me. Mana Screwed for him is good for me. Throw down the armor. Draw a card. And then we hit him for 7 damage. Wow. Wow. Yeah, wow. Wow, indeed. That shows you how ridiculous Core Spirit Dancer is. Just like that. 7-9 out of nowhere. I'm drawing cards all over the place. Card's ridiculous, it really is. Next turn, I'm going to throw Totem Armor on it. Flying Death Touch and Lifelink. Well, then, all of a sudden, that is scary. He's preventing me from attacking now with that in play. Oh, never mind. Look what I just drew. Oh, buddy. You guys are gonna love it. Although, should I do this first? Totem Armor. I don't know that I want to get rid of him quite yet. I think I'm gonna give this a little bit of time first. First I'm gonna play him. Alright, it's enchantment. Whenever I cast an aura spell, I put a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield. I'm not going to attack. He's got a 2/3 flying Death Touch lifelink. Force, why are you not attacking? Death Touch means if he just blocks this guy, it's dead. Even though he does do enough damage to kill it, it's still dead. Alright, Liliana Spectre enters the battlefield. Each opponent discards a card. A single card I have to discard. I have to choose one. It's actually kind of a tough choice. I might just get rid of the Invisible Stalker, though. And keep the Spirit Dancer. Alright. So this upcoming turn, we're going to Winds of Wrath. Destroy all creatures that are enchanted. You guys see? You guys see the beauty there? Exactly. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Throw that down. And then attack for 4. He's down to 9, I'm at 18. Next turn, I throw down a Drake Umbra on him. I get a 4/4 in play as well, because of him. And we should be sitting pretty, unless he's got creature removal right now. That doesn't look like creature removal to me. Nope, it's 2/2. Can't be blocked except by black creatures. That's fine. He's done for. Throw down this. It's a Totem Armor. I draw a card from playing that aura. I get a 4/4 flying in play because of that. I play a land. I'm going to play another Core Spirit Dancer. And then we attack for 8. It's in the air too. He cannot block it. He takes 8. He is down to 1. Game number 2 going to be a victory. No question about that. So Core Spirit Dancer now has Totem Armor, which protects her, of course, from destruction. He will play. Enchant creature gets -1/-1. And can't block. Is that what that is? Yep. Whatever. Doesn't matter. He is dead. Should I do it just for the lulz? I don't know. It's kind of mean. +2/+2 flying. Could do that as well. I'm gonna throw that on him. Draw a card for it. Draw 2 cards for it because of the fact that I get to draw another card because I can. And then we're gonna do some more and just rejoice here. Throw that on the Core Spirit Dancer. Draw 2 cards. Doesn't matter. It's super over. Throw that on that one. Draw 2 cards. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at how ridiculous this is. This is ridiculous. And then I attack. That was so mean. That was mean though because none of that was necessary. Overkill is what that's called. Rude is what it is. Oh well, next game. Alright, time for game 3. We are playing against Sant Anna. Aunt Anna? No, Sant Anna. Sant Anna. Why am I not playing first in any of these damn games? All right, my opening hand is, it's all right, so I'm gonna keep it. I don't have a core Spirit Dancer to start. By the way, I've got 4 Invisible Stalkers and 4 core Spirit Dancers in this deck, so if you're wondering why I get them so often, it's because that's what's intended to happen here. I'm stacking those things. Pretty nice actually, combination of things. What are you doing? Thought Scour? Oh, am I playing against the mill deck? I am. I hate the mill deck. We'll see how this goes. This is interesting. Now, I think I'm real lucky for having my Invisible Stalker. It's hexproof. He can't target it. This is going to help me a lot. Having this is better than having my core Spirit Dancer against this particular deck, to be honest, because I'm going to start throwing enchantments, throwing enchantment auras on it, getting it nice and big, and yeah. Yeah, that's what'll happen. And it's unblockable, it can't be targeted, so all these things are good for me. Let me show you what else I have in my hand. Academy Researchers 2/2. When it comes into play, search my library for an aura card, put it into the battlefield attached to Academy Researchers. I could also play a Flicker Wisp. Can't play that yet. I might go with the Researchers right now. I think that's what I'll do. Academy Researchers. Search for an aura card, and I just get to put it right on this. Wait, what? I'm an idiot. Laugh away. Laugh away, you fools. I'm still gonna win this game. That was a huge misplay. I need to read these damn cards. You know, I go off memory, but I haven't played this card since Urza's Saga. I haven't played Academy Researcher since Urza's Saga, which was freaking years ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember what that does. Yeah, I don't need to read it. Yeah, you need to read it. You need to read the damn card. It's an aura from your hand. That's a super fail. Crippling Chill on my 2/2. So what I would have wanted to do is wait till I had an aura in my hand to play the Academy Researcher. Then that would have made a heck of a lot more sense. 1/6 Defender Flying. At the beginning of your end step, you may gain life equal to the power of target creature you control. I could play that. Flicker Wisp I'm going to hold off on. I could get the core Spirit Dancer out right now. But again, I still don't have any enchantments to play. Could also do this. Flying. At the beginning of my upkeep, put a feather counter on target creature. If you do, it's a 3/1 and has flying as long as it has a feather counter on it. Let me go with this first. Well of Reverence. I'm going to start gaining some life. Although, am I playing against the mill deck? I'm pretty sure. This might not be. I think it's pretty sure this is the mill deck that I'm playing against. So gaining life doesn't really do me much. Because he's not trying to kill me with doing damage, he's trying to kill me with... What are you gonna get? You gonna get the well? Alright. Get the well. Still can't block my unblockable, you jerk. End step. He's gonna gain his 1 life. I need to start turning this bad boy around. It's getting ridiculous. I'm gonna go with him, and I'll play the core Spirit Dancer as well. No, he doesn't have Force Spike. I don't have to worry about that. Alright, so he's got this 1/6 wall, but he still can't block my 1/1 because it's unblockable, so. My core Spirit Dancer in play. During my upkeep, I'm going to put that feather counter on him so he becomes a 3/1 flying. There you go. And he's still unblockable, so now it's just more damage. It's getting done, and he is going to tap him. Oh, he's going to tap this guy. Okay. That's alright. I can dig it. Oh, he's gonna play. How many of these things does he have? He's going for the Academy Researchers though. He's played 3 so far this game. That is ridiculous. What is this garbage now? Mind Sculpt. Okay, finally starting to mill me here. That was ridiculous. Holy heck. So, check this out. Ready? Watch this, guys. Flicker Wisp. This card is awesome. Enters the battlefield, exile target permanent, return that card at the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So I'm going to exile my wall, and then when it comes back into play under my control. His enchantment drops off. Now all of a sudden he doesn't have that blocker. So in the future, I can't do it right now because everything that I could play is tapped, but in the future I'll be able to start hitting him with these things too, so that'll be good. Returns now under my control. Beautiful. He's also not gaining that life now, which he was prior, which is good. What is he playing here? 5/7, flying. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. Gotcha. When it enters the battlefield, you may cast instant or sorcery spell card without paying the mana cost. You may cast target instant or sorcery card from opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. And he just destroyed all my creatures because he played Winds of Wrath. Wow, that's a great turn of events there. Really happy about that. It's ridiculous. This game is ridiculous here. All right, I just played a Sigil of Empty Throne. Whenever I cast an enchantment, I get to put a 4/4 creature into play. That's ridiculous. So this is what happened. He played this. When it comes into play, he gets to take an instant or sorcery from my graveyard and play it without paying its mana cost. So we took my Winds of Wrath, which destroys all creatures that don't have enchantments on them, and none of my creatures had enchantments on them at that point, so that's why everything died. And now he's playing a Flicker Wisp because he just played that right there. What is going on? At least it comes back, but that's ridiculous. All right, so I'm not completely out of this at this point though, because we can do Core Spirit Dancer and this, which he cannot counterspell right now. So I think that there may still be a chance this game, all right? So we're gonna play Core Spirit Dancer, it's an 0/2. And then we're gonna enchant it right here, which allows me to draw a card. Playing that enchantment gets me the 4/4 flying in play. Now this enchantment gives it +1/+1 in Vigilance, plus it gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to it, so it's now a 3/5 with Vigilance. And I've got my 4/4 flying in play. You see, all hope is not lost. It's not looking good at all, but I'm not completely out of it yet. He's gonna play a clone, all right? What is he gonna target here? Target gets his 5/5, all right. He is also going to play a Dreamborn Muse. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player puts top X cards of his or her graveyard from his library into his or her graveyard, X is the number of cards in his hand. So I only have to do one, and I draw a card. All right, now I get to play Followed Footsteps. At the beginning of my upkeep, I get to put a copy of Enchanted Creature into the battlefield. So I enchant a creature, and then at each upkeep I can copy that. What creature do I want though? That's the question. Could get a ton of Dreamborn Muses and really screw over my opponent. I could potentially mill him. Actually, he doesn't even have any cards in his hands. I could get some Core Spirit Dancers in play, just to be drawing tons of cards every time I do play an aura. I could take a 5/5 Flicker Wisp. 3/1, why did I call it a 5/5? Flicker Wisp would let me keep bouncing back the aura, which would let me keep bouncing back cards. Let me take the Flicker Wisp. Draw a card. Get another aura to play. Play it, give him lifelink, give him +2/+2, draw a card. Alright, so he's now a 5/7 with lifelink. Not going to attack with it though. I have to wait until I can basically overwhelm him. You can see he's got a bunch of blockers here. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep copying the Flicker Wisp. Whenever it comes into play, I'm gonna exile the aura and then replay it. It comes back. So I exile. Let me go with just get that one, I guess. And then when it comes back into play, I'm pretty sure I get to draw cards from that. I'm pretty certain that that's how that works. I'm gonna hold off still. need to wait till I can overwhelm him. Okay, so I get to replay it, put it back on the core Spirit Dancer. Okay, so I guess it only works when it's from my hand. It doesn't work as casting it. Now I know. But having these Flicker Wisp will still let me exile things of his, so I'm still okay with that. He is going to play. Return target creature to its owner's hand. That removes all of the attachments to it. Alright, Flicker Wisp comes through. Let me exile his 5/5. Draw a card. Play my Spirit Dancer. I could attack with these. He could block and kill one. Still would have some damage go through. Let me go with these right now. Come on. Come. Stupid. Trying to do this here. Alright. There we go. I could have just clicked him through. I know. This game is going pretty bad, but... So he's going to block the 3-1 with the 3-1. He's going to do that. It's going to remove my Flicker Wisp. That's going to die. We're going to have 8 go through. He plays a Hedron Crab. Whenever he plays a land now, I have to mill 3 cards. I only have 21 cards in my deck, by the way, so we're working against that clock. Ugh, man. Keep drawing into lands here. Only 3 damage would go through if I attack right now, so I have to wait. He plays another Dreamborn Muse. So now I'm gonna have to do that whole thing twice. I'll be milling 2 cards from the top of my deck. I'll be down to 17, plus the draw card, which will put me at 16. Another land. This is awesome. Really awesome. Skip attack. I really just need 1 forge. It's ridiculous. He plays a land. Makes me mill 3. Watch this. I'm gonna mill 2, and then I'm gonna draw another land. Guarantee it. That's what's about to happen. Oh, thank God, not a land. I can finally dump out my hand. All right. Drawing a card, hoping for... There we go. That is good. And with that, might actually be able to draw another one, hope for another armor. Oh, I can't play it this turn, though. Let me see here. 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll be down to 1. He's gonna block the 8-10. He's gonna block a 4-4. He'll take 7. He'll be down to 1. This was a very terrible game. It's gonna be close though. He could kill me this turn, or he could mill me enough to die, depending on what he draws. Depending on what he draws, this could be the game. What does he draw? What did he draw? What is that? Top 5 cards. I live. Just barely I make it. Oh, that is unbelievable. I only have to draw 1 card. I'm still here. There we go. That is unbelievable. I cannot believe that. Alright, we're gonna grab him. I will not draw a card because that would kill me. If you draw a card when you can't. And then I'm just gonna throw this on. Whatever. Throw it on her. I will not draw a card. Wow. Whew. Jeez. Pretty bad game for me. Made some huge mistakes, but came out victorious nonetheless. There's the win. The GG, if you will. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up this video. Some major misplays in that last game, I freely admit that. I made a couple of critical errors, but again, we were still able to pull out the victory, and that makes me happy. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe, keep watching, and keep owning.